Have you ever been arguing with someone, and in the midst of that argument, you ever ask yourself, is this even really worth it? In the sense of, is the point of you winning this argument worth it in general? But also, is this person worth arguing with? I know it's a hard question because a lot of people, they just like arguing in the sense that they get to, for like, just share their opinion, give it a voice, right? But I'm thinking about it a lot recently, especially with people online, whether it be in an online game or in a comment section under a post. I find that a lot of people, they're just not, it's not worth the energy. Today I really wanted to talk about giving yourself a little bit more peace of mind, giving yourself a lot more just calm spaces by not engaging with people who are not worthy of your engagement. I was thinking a lot because I commented that I commented on someone's post. The post was some white lady who was horribly orange, so we can all get concept of who she voted for. But she was talking about how, why do people feel the need to not like to cut off relationships or stop being friends with people depending on who they voted for. And I commented, wait, I voted for Trump and people don't like me anymore, making fun of her, right? And then someone responded to my comment saying, "Oh, so it's okay when Democrats do this, but when Republicans do this, it's not." Which had nothing to do with what I said, right? But I looked at that comment and I watched them argue with someone else who replied to my comment as well. And I was thinking, like, this person's not smart. You know what I mean? If I were to argue with someone who was like had an IQ above 100, you'd imagine that argument would actually maybe go somewhere. Maybe common ground could be reached or an understanding could be made. But most of the time, people online you'll find are generally fucking stupid. Like these people are not they're not even high school educated. You know what I mean? These people are not in the same caliber of me or as me when it comes to like brain capacity, I guess. Like these are genuinely stupid fucking people. And I've learned that when I argue with them, when I have actual points to be made and these people don't because they're stupid, I end up just getting really upset over nothing, right? Over nothing. Because these people, they're not even smart enough to get upset in a meaningful way. I've noticed that when I'm playing an online game, it's kind of the same situation. When I try to call someone out on maybe let's just call it general bad gameplay, and they hit me with some irrelevant statistic or viewpoint, I automatically know, okay, this guy is just not smart, if that makes sense. Today I'll use an example. You may not understand this. This guy on my team wanted to ban a certain character in my competitive game, and we ended up not banning that character. And because of that, they began to throw the game on a throw. They went a throw character as generally regarded by the community. They went Black Widow and did nothing. And when we questioned why are they throwing, they said because y'all didn't ban Rocket Raccoon, so they're rezzing people, and I don't like that. And it made me think arguing with this person isn't going to lead me anywhere. You know, getting upset with this person isn't going to fix the problem. You know, I'm not going to fix the problem of them throwing because that's just who they are. They're stupid and they're upset and they're letting their emotions guide their actions. And because of that, I now have to just deal with it. I want you to think next time you're in an argument with someone, is this person smart enough to even understand my side of the argument? Is this person emotionally mature enough to not let their emotions dictate their side of their argument? If you find that the person in which you are trying to engage in an argument with is a fucking moron, I want you to then ask yourself, do I like arguing with morons? Sometimes when you're arguing, it's to prove a point. Sometimes it's to disprove a point. Sometimes it's just because you're bored and You find something absurd and you want to call people out on their bullshit. But at the end of the day, stupid people don't argue to prove a point. Stupid people argue because they're stupid and don't know how to articulate a point without sounding like morons. I want you to ask yourself, am I arguing with a moron? And if you find yourself saying yes to that question, don't do not engage further. There's no winning when you are arguing with a stupid person. There's no winning because they're too stupid to understand when they're wrong. All you can do is just disengage and move on. Thank you.